Addressed the king. My dear king, I am ready to enable you to experience the knowledge of Atman as you desire. But this sacred knowledge cannot be taught to you so easily. Why? This palace is full of Rajogun and Tamogun. You must leave this place and enter an area of pure Sattva. So they left the palace and went along the road leading out of the city towards the forest. As was the custom, whenever the emperor went outside his palace walls, the army followed behind. But Janaka had them remain outside the forest. Ashtavakra and Janaka entered the forest. Now Ashtavakra told King Janaka, I am not going to fulfill your wish unless you accept my conditions. I may be only a boy, but I am in the position of a preceptor. And you may be an all-powerful emperor, but you are in the position of a disciple. Are you prepared to accept this relationship? See how cleverly they manipulate. If you agree, then you will have to offer the traditional gift to the Guru. Guru Dakshina. The Guru Dakshina that is given by the Shishya to the Guru. That is a traditional gift. Only after you give your offering to me will I start my instruction to you. King Janak told Ashtavakra, the attainment of God is the most important thing to me. So I am prepared to give you absolutely anything you want. Ashtavakra replied, I don't want any material things from you. Then Janak was startled. And what does he want? What Guru Dakshina he wants? He said, all I want is your mind. You must give me your mind. The king answered, all right, I offer my mind to you. Up to now I thought that this was my mind. But from now onwards, it will be yours. Ashtavakra told Janak to dismount from his horse and made the horse stand in front of the king. And then he told the king to sit down in the middle of the road. Ashtavakra walked into the forest and sat quietly under the tree. The soldiers waited for a long time. Neither the king nor Ashtavakra returned from the forest. So the soldiers wanted to find out what had happened to them. So one by one they proceeded to look for them. When they went along the road leading to the forest, they found the king seated there in the middle of the road. The horse was standing in front of the king. The king had his eyes closed and sat still, almost impossible. Ashtavakra was not to be seen. The officers was afraid that Ashtavakra might have exercised some magic spell over the king and had made him lose consciousness. So they want to go look after what has happened. The Prime Minister came and addressed Janaka. O king, he addressed him 3 times, but King Janaka did not open his eyes. He did not move at all. The Prime Minister became frightened. Not only the Prime Minister, but all the officials were now getting frightened because the time when the king usually took his food and drink had passed and the king still had not stirred. In this way the day went on and everything came and evening came, but the king did not move from his position, sitting there immobile on the road. Left with no alternative, the Prime Minister sent the chariot back to the city to bring the queen, thinking that if the queen spoke to the king, he would surely respond. So the queen came and addressing him, "O Raja," she began to shout 3 times. King did not stir. There was absolutely no response from the king. Meanwhile, the soldiers searched throughout the whole forest for Ashtavakra. There under a tree, Ashtavakra was seated peacefully in absolute calm and serenity. The soldiers caught hold of him and brought him towards the place where the king was. Ashtavakra told them, "Why are you all so worried? The king is safe and everything is all right." But still they insisted and brought him before the king, seated on the road, his eyes closed, his body completely still. The soldiers said, "Here, look for yourself. See what has happened to the king." Until that time, whether the prime minister or the ministers or the queen or any of the other court officials or common people had called out and addressed the king, he neither opened his eyes nor he would talk. But now, Ashtavakra came and spoke to the king. King Janak immediately opened his eyes and declared, "O Swami," Ashtavakra questioned the king. "Well, the ministers have come, soldiers have come, also many others have come. Why did you not reply to their entreaties?" Janak answered, "Thoughts, words and deeds are associated with the mind. And I offered my mind entirely to you. Therefore, before I can use the mind for anything, I need your permission. What authority do I have to speak to anyone or use this mind in any way without your permission and command?" Then Ashtavakra greatly appreciated and said, "Well, you have attained the state of God realization." Ashtavakra told Janak to put one foot in the stirrup and get up on the horse. By the time he had climbed up and seated himself on the horse and put his other foot on the stirrup, he had attained the experience of Atma. Once a person has offered his mind and with it all his words, deeds and thoughts, then he will not have the authority or the power to perform any actions without the permission of the one to whom he has surrendered his mind. So that kind of total offering of mind to God is essential. Total surrender. Tanuman dhan. Some people, they offer only than, the body. They prepare to serve, body to living, and prepare to work. Some people think they are prepared to give their mind, think you made him. But we prefer to give dhan. Tanuman they give, more or less differently. Dhan, most different to give. They keep hold of the dhan. Dhan means wealth, property. That also should go. As I said in the morning, raise up your hands, both hands. Don't hold on. Since you are holding on to the wealth, dhan, property, you are tempting this path. You have everything. Tanuman dhan, all the three. Offer them to God. That's called renunciation. That's called tyaga. So you must prepare ourselves to rise up to that level of renunciation. And we'll have the experience of the Atman, God, Brahman, whatever you call. Krishna, Rama, Kali, any God and Goddess. You'll be able to realize. Once Satyabhama and Rukmini questioned Lord Krishna, "Oh Krishna, why do you always make much of the devotion of Draupadi? Is she that great?"